Hello everybody, welcome back to Pagoda 1. I'm here today with
John from America,
Walter from Australia,
and Chantal from South Africa.
and I am Sam from England. So we know we have a lot of viewers who are interested in Korean culture and kind of living abroad, and just kind of foreigners' point of views who are already living in Korea. So I thought it would be a good idea to focus on the expectations we had before coming here, and then the reality that hit us when we actually arrived or after living here for some period of time, because we've all been here for years. Yeah.
I'm the youngest one here.
Oh, really?
At
Stop
3 years.
showing
Yeah,
off.
you should know.
Yeah.
No, not youngest like that. 3 years here.
How long has Chantal, you've been here for a while?
Too long.
How long is too long?
How long
This
is
is
too
5.
5 years.
5? Okay.
Oh,
I'm 4.
I'm 7.
So I'm 5, I'm 4, you're
You're
7,
the oldest.
and you're
I'm the oldest. I'm the oldest.
So I'll start with you, John, at the end.
All right.
What were some expectations you had before coming here, and then kind of what realities have sunk in after you've been living here?
So actually, I had a few of them, but I think the biggest one I had, and this was all thanks to Korean dramas. Because if you watch Korean dramas, more often than not, people sleep on the floor or the ground, especially if they're in a more traditional house,
I
right?
have seen that.
So of the 3 or 4 dramas I saw before Korea, they were sleeping on the floor. So I, in preparation to come to Korea, sold my bed and slept on the floor for about a year as I was prepping to come here.
Wow. Oh.
And
my
then-
God.
And then I come here, and yeah, everyone has a bed. That's very comfortable.
Yeah.
That's very comfortable. So yeah, I would say that expectation was both naive and based on TV, which I know American TV has nothing to do with like real America. So yeah, I should have known better, but yeah, that's one of them.
Yeah, that's so
Let's see who can top that.
No, I don't think we
yeah, I
can.
don't think I can. Well, let's go into the water. Like, what was your kind of expectation?
I guess for me, I always expected Australia and Korea to have like similar living costs as well. Like just not just food and drink, but like just rent as well. But it was sort of all over the place. Like rent is relatively cheap if you pay the wose or even chonse if you have enough money.
Right.
But the whole, like, I guess the security deposit was, I expected more like Australia where it's like 2 weeks rent and then you pay maybe an extra week of rent.
Right.
But then when the landlord said, oh, you have to pay like $10,000, I was like, for what?
Right.
So that was like a massive sort of shock, but like I expected everything to be sort of similar, and like alcohol is relatively cheap here as well.
Right.
So it was kind of like there are some similarities, but there was also many differences.
The deposit money. Ooh.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was
yeah.
a very strange thing for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My parents didn't understand that, so I had to save up a big time.
Yeah. That's like, I guess that's almost like, if you're planning to live here, that's almost the first shock you'll
Yeah.
probably get. That's like minimum as well.
Yeah.
Oh,
Especially around here.
South Africa, that's big money.
Yeah.
Seriously.
England.
I think that's
Big money
Yeah,
anywhere.
that's big money
but
anywhere.
Like it's...
How about you, Chantal?
Okay, so honestly, when I came, I tried not to have too many expectations. I did some research, but I never watched any Korean dramas prior to Korea, and I wasn't really into K-pop either. But I did just check up on, religion and dress code, that kind of thing. But I basically come from the capital city of South Africa, Pretoria, and I kind of expected Seoul to just be the same. It's a city, it's a capital city. But whoa!
Yeah.
Mind blown when I arrived here. Seoul is just totally different in so many levels. The subway, how many people there are, just how busy it is, all the high-rise buildings, all the lights. I would be that person standing in a street at night just taking a photo of the lights.
Oh.
Because I was like, there's so many lights. And that was my life in the beginning.
Yeah.
What I did not expect was the expensive food prices. You said it's cheap.
Oh, I thought it was
For
cheap.
me as a South African, our food is much cheaper.
Oh, really?
Meat prices too,
Oh,
yes.
wow.
I would say some things might be similar or maybe cheaper in Korea, but not many. I
Oh,
think
wow.
in general, food prices for me were more expensive.
Oh.
Did you say, I must have missed it, what was the typical price for a meal in South Africa?
I mean, it really depends where you go. Like,
Okay.
you could have a hamburger and chips at a decent restaurant, one of the popular restaurants, for like, let's say 5,000 won.
Oh.
If you wanted
quite
to
cheap.
add,
Yeah.
if you wanted
Maybe
to add a
McDonald's is
beer,
nice.
yes, yes. Like some places would be 5,000 to 10,000 won with the extra drink. More expensive
Okay.
places. Of course, we've got really fancy restaurants that would go up to
Yeah.
30,000 won, but that could be for 2 people even, not just for one person.
So like a spectrum.
Yes.
It's pretty wide.
Yes.
Right.
So that was something that was very unexpected.
Right,
Yes.
right.
But yeah, Seoul just blew my mind.
Right. It's just kind of like the lights. If things are open all the time.
Mm.
Yeah.
I wasn't
Oh, that was
expecting
good.
that.
Yeah.
I was
yeah.
not expecting it. I just thought.
Yes, the
Yeah.
24-hour restaurants.
Yeah.
Like when I remember hearing about it, and my friends would say, "Oh, there's so many things open at night," and then actually I was expecting everything to be open at night. so like even like department stores, I was like, yeah, like, I can't wait to go. I can just do whatever I want because
Right.
I'm sort of a night owl. So, but like there is a lot open, but it's not like everything.
Like they say, like New York, it's
Yeah.
a city that never sleeps.
Yeah.
But I'm like, no, I think so.
Seoul,
Like,
yeah.
Seoul is the city that never sleeps.
So
basically.
seriously, yeah.
Oh, there's one thing I can think of as well. So in South Africa, you can't really go outside in the street and drink alcohol.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a
There's a
big
law
one in
about
England
that.
too. Yeah.
Man, when I saw people drinking beer on the sidewalk, I'm like, oh guys, you're gonna get in trouble.
I know that like many Koreans that they don't really walk and drink. They kind of like sit in the
Yes.
like on the convenience stores and
Yeah.
drink. The only people I do see walk and drink are the tourists that come here.
Yeah.
Because they have the freedom to do it, so they
Right.
kind of go a bit like
Right.
overboard with it. Yeah.
It's like just because you can do it doesn't mean you should do it. There's I don't know. I think some people who are tourists overestimate what soju is, and they think it's cool to walk around with soju bottles and just drink from the bottle.
You literally look like an alcoholic when you do that.
You look pretty. I have to admit, you look pretty stupid when you do that. So
Please don't.
don't do that. Yeah.
Walk around with a soju
But that
bottle.
was me during my like
Oh,
first
really?
year.